WFAA breaking news now.
The sound of air raid sirens this morning in Tel Aviv after Israel and the United States launched a new wave of strikes against Iran. The Pentagon is calling it Operation Fury, and this is new video from the Israeli defense showing strikes in western Iran. And here is a new satellite image just in. It shows smoke billowing from the compound of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. President Donald Trump announced the attacks overnight in what he called major combat operations, saying the United States forces targeted Iranian military and government sites. Now, in just the last few minutes, Iran announced that one of the strikes hit an elementary school in southern Iran. Media in Iran report 64 dead and 92 injured. Now, let's take a closer look at this situation. This video here shows plumes of smoke in Tehran. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says the attacks are to, quote, remove an existential threat posed by Iran. President Trump called the attacks necessary to keep Americans safe, claiming Iran continues to develop its nuclear program. Now, sharing news of the strikes overnight, he had this message for Iranian people.
Stay sheltered. Don't leave your home. It's very dangerous outside. Bombs will be dropping everywhere. When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take.
The massive operation has already sparked retaliation from Iran, with Iranian officials reporting a wave of missiles into Israel and in surrounding regions. Airspace is also closed across the Middle East. Now, I personally have spoken with relatives in several cities across Israel. We know that they are hunkering down in bomb shelters. We also know that other retaliation is likely to continue. Now, for more information on Iran's retaliation, specifically, here's ABC's Ian Pannell. He is in Tel Aviv.
Guys, it has been a momentous morning here in the Middle East. We were woken around 8 a.m. in the morning with the sound of air raid sirens, alerts on our phones telling us that Israel had launched a strike against Iran. It became pretty clear soon after that this was a joint US-Israeli operation and that it's going to go on for a good few days. The Iranians wasted no time in responding, launching at least 3 waves of ballistic missiles at Israel. We've had the air raid siren going off here. The streets are eerily calm. People staying at home, staying close to shelters. Iran, true to its word, it said if it was attacked by the US, it would respond at US bases and assets in the region. And it struck, or it's attempted to strike, it's launched missiles against US facilities in the UAE, in Kuwait, in Jordan, and in Qatar. None of those have got through. They were all intercepted, but it just shows what a dangerous, perilous situation we're in right now. The president citing Iran's nuclear program as a reason for military action, saying it represented a threat to the United States, but without offering any evidence of that. He also talked about Iran's missile program, which currently cannot reach the United States, but it certainly can reach here. But sources have made it clear to ABC News that these strikes also targeted the Iranian president and the supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. We don't know what the outcome of that was. It's safe to assume that they would have been in hiding, but it tells you that this isn't just about a narrow issue of what Iran has in terms of nuclear power, what it has in terms of ballistic missiles, but this is now starting to look like regime change. Guys.
Our senior political reporter Jason Whiteley recently spoke to Congressman Jake Ellzey about the possibility of a U.S. strike against Iran on Inside Texas Politics. Here's what he had to say.
We saw what happened in Venezuela. What's the likelihood, though, that President Trump would try to decapitate leadership in Iran? It's a much bigger country.
It is a much bigger country, but I said again that it's a very well-educated populace. They are ready for the regime to go. Behind closed doors, I'm not there, but I assume that we have classified information that says, we've got this, we know where this is, we're going to take that out, and then we're coming for you. We're going to send one of our special teams in and come and get you. So why don't you just go follow Assad from Syria to Moscow and let this nation start to live again?
Do you think we'll see leadership change in Iran finally?
I think within a year we're going to see imminent regime change, because the regime is already talking about moving the capital from Tehran, a city of 10 million people, because they have mismanaged the water.
We see what's going on in Cuba.
Now, we haven't seen any reaction from any Democratic lawmakers just yet, but we did just get a statement from U.S. Senator Ted Cruz. The United States is systematically acting against American enemies who have undermined our national security. Today's actions will enhance the national security of the United States and our allies. Now, of course, we are going to continue to follow the latest updates on the attack on Iran. We're going to do that online and on the WFAA Plus app. It is free to download onto your smart TV.